on the wrong question entirely. Today, we're going to dive into a pretty compelling vision from a company that wants to flip our whole relationship with artificial intelligence on its head, right? This is it. This is the question that always comes up. There's this mix of excitement, for sure, but also a whole lot of anxiety. Will our jobs, our skills, will we become obsolete? Okay, but what if we're not even asking the right thing? The vision we're exploring today says, hold on a second. Let's reframe this. The conversation shouldn't be about replacement, it should be about augmentation. So the real question becomes, how can this amazing technology actually amplify our own abilities? So who's pushing this idea? Well, this perspective is being championed by a Hyderabad-based company called Metataraka AI Innovations. Their entire philosophy, their whole reason for being, is built on this simple but really powerful idea. The future isn't human or AI, it's human and AI. And look, this isn't just some high-in-the-sky theory. They're actually putting these ideas into practice right now. In fact, one of their clients mentioned how Metataraka completely transformed their business with innovative solutions. So this approach is already making a real-world difference. And that brings us right to their core belief: AI as a partner. This means we need to stop thinking about technology as just a simple tool we use. And instead, we need to embrace a much deeper, more dynamic way of working together. The key word here, the one to really focus on, is augment. See, in this model, the AI isn't just taking over the boring, repetitive stuff, it's an active participant. It's a system that assists you by suggesting ideas, that adapts to how you work, and that ultimately empowers you to be even better at what you already do. So let's look at how this could actually play out. Imagine you're in healthcare. The AI could sift through just massive amounts of diagnostic data, finding things a human might miss. That frees up the doctor to focus on what they do best: patient care and making those tough, nuanced decisions. Or think about business. An AI can find tiny, subtle patterns in huge data sets, while a human leader uses that insight to build the next big strategy. See? Each side plays to its strength. Now, what's so critical to this vision is that all those uniquely human traits, our intuition, our empathy, our judgment, they don't get pushed aside. In fact, they become more valuable. The real magic, the real breakthrough happens when you combine these irreplaceable human skills with the incredible speed and scale that only an AI can provide. So how is this collaborative future actually being built? Well, Metataraka's vision is standing on three very specific pillars of AI technology that they are developing as we speak. The first pillar is all about an evolution in something a lot of us are getting familiar with. We know Generative AI 1.0, right? It's a tool that makes stuff like text and images. But Metataraka is focused on what they're calling Generative AI 2.0. And this is a huge leap. It's a shift from a tool you just command to a true partner that can actively learn, reason, and co-create right alongside you. And the applications here go way beyond just making your daily tasks a little easier. We're talking about a shift towards solving huge, systemic challenges. Things like designing complex hardware, generating entire business strategies from scratch, or even collaborating directly in scientific research. The end goal is an AI that's a proactive thinking partner, one that literally evolves with its user. Which brings us to their second pillar. And this one starts with a really profound, deeply human question. What happens when our AI develops a kind of empathy? This is emotionally intelligent AI. Now, it's not about making machines feel things. It's about enabling them to recognize and respond to human emotions. Just imagine a customer service bot that can sense you're getting frustrated and changes its tone. Or an educational tool that adjusts a lesson because it can tell a student is engaged or getting bored. It's all about making technology more humane and, frankly, more effective. Okay, so the third and final pillar is all about bringing intelligence closer to where the action is. This is what's called autonomous and edge AI. And what that basically means is that the AI's brain lives right there on the device itself, whether that's a robot in a factory, a medical sensor you're wearing, or a smart car. This lets it see, decide, and act in real time with zero delay. This approach is a total game changer for performance. When you take away the need to talk to a distant cloud server, you get incredible speed. Decision-making becomes way more reliable since it can work even without a constant internet connection. And that efficiency is what makes truly intelligent machines possible, like logistics systems that optimize themselves or quality control in a smart factory that happens in the blink of an eye. Look, this is clearly a huge, ambitious vision. But for Metataraka, these pillars aren't just some distant roadmap for the future. This is what their company is actively building today. You can see their strategy in action when you look at their current projects. They're developing the whole package, from integrated enterprise platforms and emotion-aware AI, all the way to the autonomous systems and, importantly, the ethical frameworks you need to support this entire ecosystem. Every single piece connects right back to that core vision of partnership. And I think this line just perfectly captures their mission. They aren't content to just sit back and watch the future of AI happen. They are taking a really hands-on approach to defining what this next era is going to look like.
And so we end with the question they're asking all of us. Their vision points to a future of co-intelligence, of augmented human ability, a future that they are building as we speak. The age of applied AI is here, and really the only question left is, are you ready for it?